Every institution in the world have rules. Countries have constitutions, companies have policies, schools have regulation. But the market will let you blow your entire account at 2 a.m. and nobody is going to stop you, nobody is going to question you, and nobody is going to punish you. And that freedom is the most dangerous thing about trading. Welcome back to Traders Empathy, where we explore the human side of trading. I'm your host, Precious. Trading is 20% strategy and 80% psychology, and on this channel we talk about the 80%, which has to do with you and I. And today we'll be talking about the fact that the market has no rules and why we need rules. The number one point I'm going to be making is that the market is a random environment. It lacks structure by default. It can reward randomness temporarily. You can get lucky. You can win a trade without even planning your trade. But at the end of the day, luck always runs out. So some people treat trading like a casino where you take your trade based on the vibe, what you're feeling and all that. But at the end of the day, you can't sustain your trading with that. At the end of the day, luck always runs out and the market is perfectly happy to take away all your money. The second point I'm going to be making is that free will is a trap. The fact that you can do everything that you like in the market means that most people do everything wrong. They trade without proper risk management, they trade without a plan, they just trade based on vibe, based on hopes and their emotions. Just because you wake up and you see that the market is moving and you just jump into the trade, and that's not trading, that's just gambling. And the market doesn't care that you need money, it doesn't care that you're having a bad day, it doesn't care about you, it just moves. The third point I'm going to be making is that structure is your constitution. Just like every country have constitution that governs it, you have to create your own rules, and your rules are just like your entry criteria, your risk percentage, your exit criteria, your stop loss placements and all that. And you have to enforce it on yourself, because there's no trading police, there's no alarm that goes off when you break your rules and all that. And that's the old test. Can you govern yourself in an environment that has no government? And the traders that even do this thing consistently, that win consistently, they're not the most talented ones, they're just the most structured ones. They have created constitutions and enforced it on themselves, and they follow the rules even when they don't feel like it. And the last point I'm going to be making is that consistency beats randomness every time. So now let's assume two traders. One have a fixed 1% risk plan, has a clear entry criteria, has a defined exit plan, has a solid plan basically. And there's other one that risk 70% per trade based on feelings. You should know that the one that's risking 1% per trade is going to outlast the one that's risking 70% per trade based on feelings, right? You should know that, and it's not because the one that's risking 1% is smarter than the one that's risking 70%. It's just that the one that's risking 1% has removed randomness away from its trading process. You should know that randomness feels exciting in the short term. Structure is boring, but boring is what builds your account, boring is what compounds, and boring is what creates the freedom that you're actually after. I'm going to close by saying this. You have the power to destroy your account in one single session, and you also have the power to build something extraordinary over time. And the market gives you both options equally every single day, and your rules are what decides which one happens. So stop trading based on vibes, based on what you're feeling. Create your constitution and follow it, especially on days where you don't feel like it. Trading is 20% strategy and 80% psychology, and the discipline to create a structure in a random environment, is what the 80% is about. So it's been a lovely time with you. I'm going to see you next week. Please don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe. This is Traders Empathy.